the guys did a great job. They really responded to that challenge and really persevered, and was against again a very difficult team to play against. Fair State just jumps all over the place. They're a tough team to play against.
Now you're even with Ferris
Yep.
State now.
Yeah,
Talk
two and
about how
two.
you were able to take the charge in the first period and then the second period.
Well, I think it really kind of turned in our favor in the second period. I mean, the first period was even, and then the second period we were able to capitalize on scoring opportunities. I mean, we were up 2-1 after the first, but we got those 3 goals in that second period to go up in a 5-1 cushion, and at that time, you're still not sure because of the way they play. It's just an absolute track meet out there. They jump everybody, and I thought that we handled ourselves. We did a solid job. They didn't score any 5-on-5 goals. They got 2 there in the power play.
Jim, I guess to plan that, I was going to say, what's it like to kind of have a 4-goal lead after 2 really hard-fought, tense weekends in a row?
Yeah, well, I still wasn't comfortable. Again, I just have so much, respect for the way they play, and they just jump all over the place. And they're a very difficult team to prepare for, and to play against. And I still wasn't, relaxed, I guess, for the lack of better words, of having the 4-goal lead.
Paul Shahura, goal and assist tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How important for your team to get him back in the act a little bit here tonight?
Well, he's played well. I think I think the team's played extremely well over the last little while here. We were just mentioning before you got in, Rick. I mean, we've played some pretty tough opponents here the last 2 weeks and have played pretty well, and we've expended a lot of energy. And I was concerned about that coming in, but I thought we handled ourselves pretty well in the situation that we were presented with.
Obviously, a win's always important
Yeah.
here, but how important is it with the non-conference opponent coming in?
Well, it was a
to
big
the
victory in
Sixers?
that regard. I mean, you're right. I mean, we talked about this being, not a must-win game. I didn't want to put that, tag to the game, but it was a big game. We don't play this weekend in conference play, and we want to continue to try to get points each and every time we play, and we were able to do that tonight. And knowing that we had the non-conference games here in the weekend, this was a big game and a good win for the team.
Jim, I know you're very much a one-game-at-a-time guy. When you look back over the last 6, you're 4-2, and now you're in 5th place all alone. Do you kind of feel like you've turned a bit of a corner as a team?
No, try to, try to keep an even keel. We just focus on, right now for myself is to get some sleep. I mean, we had been up quite late here putting this whole game plan together since a quick turnaround. But, again, you know me pretty well. The next thing as a coach is you look to the next opponent, and that's Alabama Huntsville. And, that's kind of have blinders on, the things that we need to do, to prepare for Alabama.
What kind of game do you expect this weekend?
You know what? I really don't know.
much?
I don't know much about our opponent, and that'll be the next 48 hours, really educating myself on Alabama.
Mark, first, the quick turnaround. I know the coach said the other night the biggest key was going to be getting some rest. You guys appear to get some rest. You got 5 goals out of you. So talk about that, the turnaround, and being able to come off all that energy.
Yeah, obviously, I think we were due, not getting any against Notre Dame there Saturday night. But, it's something we really wanted to focus on. That, we've been inconsistent lately, coming off playing ranked opponents and then playing unranked opponents like Ferris and Bowling Green and, picking up losses. So that was real important to, for us to solidify an identity as a team that's not going to waver, and we're going to pick up wins against unranked opponents as well.
Do you feel you guys, I've asked as a coach, and you kind of gave the pat answer of just one game at a time, but you're 4-2 in your last 6, and I think it's been a while since this team in the last couple of years can kind of hang their hats on a streak like that, if you want to call it one.
Mm-hmm.
Point is, do you feel like you've turned a bit of a corner?
The winning, it's coming. I think it's come more frequent than it was earlier in the year. But, we'd like to put 3, 4, 5 wins together, in a row before we start, say we're turning the corner. Like I said, that consistency is what this team's really striving for right now. And like you said, it's starting to come, but, we're looking for the results right now.
Obviously, that second period was the turnaround point of the game. Just explain how you guys were able to make the charge and get the 4 goals.
Well, we took some penalties, and our penalty kill did a great job in the second period especially. And, we took that momentum and, we just got to shoot the puck. You know, we didn't get a lot of shots on net tonight, but you know, it was going in, and I thought we started to throw a little more pucks to the net and started to go in for us.
Tell you, there's penalties on both sides, like a lot of them. Do you think that was probably a short turnaround for both teams? Because they both had
Yeah,
the series.
you know, a lot of them were you know, hooking holdings, the you know, those tired penalties possibly, but the short turnaround probably played a factor in both teams.
You outshot it. Yeah, obviously you said outshot again. What can you, as a player and team, what can you guys do to work on that?
I think, you know,
Get more shots in the
we
shots
just
in the net.
gotta, like you said, you know, we gotta give some more pucks to the net. You see, I think we had 15 shots tonight and 5 goals. So, you know, if we put more pucks in the net, more goals are gonna come. So I think it's real important for this team to start shooting the puck a little more.
Yeah, hell, if you score 5 on 15, that's a good 3-point percentage for basketball teams. 30%, that's not something you talk about often. I guess, can you expound on that anymore? I know you pretty much kind of summed it up.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, the coaches are on us, you know, through practice to really get the puck in the net and, you know, stop making the cute plays. So tonight kind of paid off, you know, taking some outside shots, and we got some breaks, and, you know, pucks went in for us.
Thanks.
Oh, far. We talked a lot with Coach and Mark about the team aspect of this all. I know for you, though, you know, a couple goals in your last 10 games, and how nice was it for you to kind of get back in the action tonight?
It's nice to get some goals. You know, when you're struggling, you just got to keep throwing the puck to the net and keep working hard. And it's nice when they come. You know, you just can't get down on yourself. You always got to just think positively. And it's nice to get a monkey off my back and get a couple points under my belt.
For the team, though, 2 your goals on the power play, which is another area that's
Yeah.
been struggling. And you almost, I think, if I saw your reaction correctly, you're almost kind of surprised that it bounced in.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that kind of jump started you, even though at the time it tied the game? It kind of gave you guys some confidence to go from there.
Yeah, we came out a little slow there, and last week in our power play couldn't generate much offense. But yeah, it's nice to get one on the power play and get things off on the right start, right foot out of the hop there at the beginning of the game.
Just explain that first goal you had. You kind of looped around the defense.
Yeah, I came in. I tried to hit Brian Bicek back door there, and he just kind of made a move and gave it back to me. And I just put it to the net, and I don't know. I didn't hit a couple things or something like that, and just went in the net. But I guess that's how they're gonna come. If you're struggling, you just gotta throw things to the net, and hopefully they go in.
What can you guys do in the next couple weeks just to make sure you keep the points that coming and the wins coming?
We just gotta stay focused. You know, we gotta get some rest here in the next couple days, and we got a non-conference weekend coming up, and we just gotta build off that. You know, we gotta get a couple wins under our belt there, and just have the momentum going into the following weekend.
Paul, was the atmosphere after this weekend was probably one of the craziest weekends as far as atmosphere and nerves, and was it, you guys didn't really seem to respond to any sort of a letdown from the, you know, smaller crowd Tuesday night, a bit odd. Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah, the crowd usually gives us a big boost, and it's a little different coming in here on a Tuesday night. You know, last weekend we just had crazy fans, and there's just a ton of people in the building. But I think the guys in the locker room, we just had to create our own energy. You know, we just made sure we stayed focused, and we just had to get ourselves going. You know, we didn't have the crowd there to help us tonight, but still, we found a way to win.
Thanks.
Thank you.